Hi, Cordell Davenport here with SmallApartmentInvestors.com. In this video, I'm going to talk about why it is wise to invest in apartments. And to do so, I'm going to use an acronym called IDEAL. First letter I, income. All right. When it comes to paying bills, the very first priority for anybody is to take care of their living situation, take care of the roof over their head. They take care of that before anything else. Anything else is what they're doing. So it's a priority that a person, number one, does that. And here in the Bay Area where I'm at, it's very expensive. So if a person cannot afford to purchase a home, the only choice is to rent. So they have to put up some type of money. Now, that money is income coming into the apartment building. And when you have an apartment building, it's like an employee working for you every day. The next portion is D for depreciation. If you were to get a loan for an apartment building and you put 20% down, that doesn't mean you only get to write off 20%. You can write off 100%. And to take that even further, to look at a property, there is a formula to figure out the depreciation, because everything depreciates. All assets really depreciate. And if you take the value of the apartment building and then you subtract the land value, whatever that is, and let's say it's $1 million. So with apartment buildings, you're allowed to use 27.5 years as a baseline. So you take the $1 million and you divide that by 27.5, and that's going to give you about $36,364. So each year, you are able to take that money and use that as an offset. So whatever income you're pulling in, let's say it's pulling in $200,000 each year, you get to write off $36,000 each year for 27.5 years. Sweet deal. All right. And now the E portion stands for equity. Now I mentioned to you how people, number one priority is to pay rent. So think about it. They get up, they go to work, they make their money, and with their money, they pay your mortgage. And as the more that they pay your mortgage, the more that your equity rises. That's a sweet thing. Next, I'm going to talk about appreciation. And appreciation can also help out with your equity. Now, with appreciation, what happens sometimes, you can control the expenses and you can control revenue. And when you do that, it increases the value. Now for expenses, there are things where you can install a special type of toilet that uses less water. You can install special lights throughout the property, use less electricity. You can charge for storage units. For if you want to pull in revenue, you can, if you want more revenue, charge late fees, increase rents. If you increase rents of a 20-unit apartment building, let's say $50, now you have 20 units charging $50 extra. That's $12,000 a year, and that is going to increase your net operating income. So there's all kinds of things you can do with lowering expenses and increasing revenue. That's one beauty that investing in apartments brings you. Now, the last step is talking about leverage. Leverage comes in multiple ways. You can use OPM, other people's money. You can use the bank to provide 80%, you come up with 20% leverage. You can come to the seller and say, hey, if you give me 10% as seller financing, I can give you a 7% return on your money for 5 years. So the seller's now acting as the bank. They're getting the cash coming in and they don't have to pay the huge lump sum. You can leverage technology. You can leverage property managers. So you don't always have to be on premises. You outsource that. You leverage other people's time, resources, and energy. So hope this video has been helpful, and there's more to come. Continue to check me out on SmallApartmentInvestors.com. Thank you.